Hello students, today we are going to do the most important problem and it is most important for examination point of view also. Okay, that is if P divides A square, then P divides A also. Okay, okay. So for proof I am taking, let us take P is a prime number and A is an integer. Okay, let us suppose P is equal to 2 and A is equal to, you take any number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, now first one A, next A square, next one P, next P divides A square and P divides A also. Okay, take the table. Okay, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, A square, that is A square is 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25. Okay, next P is equal to 2. So this is the prime number. It is constant for all values of A. That is 2, 2, 2 and 2. If P divides A square, then P divides A also. Here 2 divides 1. So is 2 divides 1? No. Then it is also no. Next 2 divides 4. That is yes. And here also yes. Why? 4 divided by 2. That is equal to how much? 2. How many times? 2 times. Remainder 0. Therefore 2 divides 4. Next one 2 divides 9. It is no. Here no. Next 2 divides 16. Yes. And 2 divides 4 also. So it is also yes. Next one 2 divides 25. No. Then 2 divides 5. No. So from this what we can conclude, here P divides A square, then P divides A also. Okay, if P does not divide A square, then it does not divide P. Okay, understood children? Okay children, this is not only applicable for P is equal to 2, but it is applicable for all prime numbers, and for A is equal to for all positive integers. Okay? Okay children, based on the above theorem, we can prove that root P is an irrational number where P is a prime. Okay, right? We have to prove that root P is an irrational number. Now let us suppose proof. Let us take root P is irrational. Okay, now root P is equal to, it is in the form of P by Q or A by B or X by Y. So now I am taking A by B. Okay, root p is equal to a by b. Now root p cross multiplication, root p into b is equal to a. Okay, now squaring on both sides, this one, squaring on both sides, what we get? Root p into b whole square is equal to a whole square. Okay, now p into b square is equal to a square. B square is equal to a square by p. That means, let us take this is 1. Here p divides a square. Okay, p divides a square. P divides a square, then p divides a also. Okay, since p divides a, then the remainder of a by p is 0. Okay, now let us suppose a divided by p, then we will get some quotient generally. Let that quotient be c, and here we get some a, then the remainder is 0. According to division rule, we know that divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. That means a is equal to p into c plus 0. Okay, so a is equal to pc plus 0 is pc. Okay, a is equal to pc. Now you substitute this a is equal to pc in this equation. Okay, that is root p, sorry, here p into b square is equal to a square is pc, so pc whole square. Okay, now what we get? P into b square is equal to p square c square. Okay, so p into b square is equal to p square can be written as p into p plus into c square. This p and p gets cancelled, then b square is equal to p into c square. Okay, then c square is equal to b square by p. Okay, that means what we can write from this, here p divides b square. Okay, here p divides b square, then p divides b also. Okay, combine these two statements, we get p divides both a and b. Okay, but a and b are co-primes. According to the definition of rational number. Okay, a and b are co-primes, but what is the HCF of co-primes? 1. Then here p is the HCF. Okay, there it is not 1, so p is any value. Okay, therefore because of our false assumption, root p is rational. Okay? Therefore, root p is irrational. Okay? Root p is irrational. Okay? Okay. In a similar manner, we can prove that root 2 is irrational. Okay? Prove that or show that root 2 is irrational. Let us take that proof. Let us assume root 2 is not irrational. Irrational. It is not irrational means it is a rational number. So rational number is in the form of p by q. Okay. Now, therefore, root 2 is rational. Okay. So root 2 is equal to a by b. Okay. Now cross multiply this one. We get root 2 b is equal to a. Now squaring on both sides. Both sides. Then root 2b whole square is equal to a whole square. Okay. So it becomes 2b square is equal to a square. From this we can write b square is equal to a square by 2. Okay. Here 2 divides a square, then 2 divides a also. Okay. For the remainder of a by 2 is 0. That means let us suppose a divided by 2. Okay. Now how many times we don't know. So let us suppose that quotient is c, then its value is a, its remainder is 0. Okay. According to the division rule, we know that divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. Therefore, 2 into c plus 0 is equal to a. Therefore, 2c is equal to a, or a is equal to 2c. Okay. From this, a is equal to 2c. Then here 2b square is equal to a square. 2b square is equal to a square. From this we can write that 2b square is equal to a is equal to 2c, a square is equal to 2c whole square. Okay. Now 2b square is equal to 4c square. 2 1s are 2 2s are. So b square is equal to 2c square. Now c square is equal to, from this, b square by 2. That means, therefore, here 2 divides b square, then 2 divides b also. Okay. Combine these two statements, we get 2 divides both a and b. Okay. But a and b are co-primes. Okay. The HCF of co-primes is 1. But what is the HCF here? 2 is the HCF. 2 is HCF of both A and B. Okay. So this arises due to our false assumption. So due to our false assumption, root 2 is rational. Okay, but according to the given problem, root 2 is irrational. According to the given problem, root 2 is irrational, and we proved that root 2 is irrational. Okay, hence proved. Show that root 3 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational. Proof. Let us assume that root 3 is rational. Okay, so rational number is in the form of p by q, therefore root 3 is equal to a by b. Okay, by cross multiply this one, we get root 3b is equal to a. Squaring on both sides. We get root 3b whole square is equal to a whole square. Okay, then 3b square is equal to a square. Okay, 3b square is equal to a square. Here 3 divides a square, then 3 divides a also. Okay, therefore the remainder of a by 3 is 0. Okay, now a divided by 3, let us suppose we will get some quotient, that let that quotient be c is equal to remainder is 0. According to the division rule, we know that divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. So a is equal to 3 into c plus 0. So a is equal to 3c. Okay, you substitute a is equal to 3c in this equation. What we get? 3b square is equal to a square. A square means a is equal to 3c. So 3c whole square. Now 3b square is equal to 9c square. Okay, 3 ones are 3 3s are. Then b square is equal to 3c square. We write c square is equal to b square by 3. Okay, here 3 divides b square, then 3 divides b also. Okay, 3 divides b also. Combine these two statements, we get 3 divides both a and b. Okay, but a and b are co-primes. Okay, the HCF of a and b is 1, but the minimum common factor of a and b is 3 here. Okay, therefore because of our false assumption, root 3 is rational. Okay, because of our false assumption, root 3 is rational, but root 3 is irrational. Irrational. Okay, understood children? Using this, you do root 5 and root 7 are irrationals. Irrationals. Okay? Thank you.